WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
John Keating, Detroit rapper, doing some freestyling, 16 bars. I'm reading through my urban dictionary. I took an L last night. Eaten up and robbed. That's taking the L. I took an L last night. Taking the L. I'm reading through my urban dictionary.
All right, so with all of the breaking news and reports, we thought it would be appropriate in the Harbaugh Watch 2K23. Evan Jenkins has been going down the rabbit hole and deep diving and researching, and Evan is going to present to the room and to you, the masses, a collection of theories that you either buy or sell. Now, the sell, you will consider it a conspiracy theory. The buy, you will consider it a useful, insightful factoid. Is everybody ready to play the game? We're going to go one at a time, and then we can poll the audience. Rico, are you prepared? Let's ride. Bronco Nation.
All right, well, some of these are a little bit crazier than others, but I wanted to throw them out there and see what stuck, right?
Don't poison the jury. They're not crazy until we say that.
All right. Jim Harbaugh.
This is number one.
Is so upset that John Elway has all the lore at Stanford that he's going to go to the Broncos and try to take away some of it there.
I'm selling. I have never heard of such a rift. I don't even know if Harbaugh remembers that he coached at Stanford. I'm going to sell that as pure conspiracy babble.
Yeah, I'm selling it as well.
Okay. Kenny Cott.
Yeah, I'm going to sell that.
Okay.
Well, I think we can deem that one ridiculous pretty quickly.
I am. David.
No, I think I'm going to sell
Don't
that.
be
I'm gonna
provocative.
Sell that.
The first few come straight from the Harbaugh Spite store, in my opinion. And one of those is that he is still so mad about the 2020 Citrus Bowl and Jerry Jeudy having 6 catches for 206 yards. He's just going to team up with him in Denver.
Now, okay, sell. Okay, now we're approaching Roberto level of dumb. No. Sell. That's ridiculous.
I'm selling that as well.
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a sell.
All right. Get to one of the good ones.
I love how far-fetched that is. That's good.
Broncos interim coach Jerry Rossberg. Are you guys familiar with him?
That's the timekeeper that took over for Nathaniel Hack.
Very much so. David, play a little audio of Mr. Rossberg talking about the Harbaugh family.
Jack Harbaugh is to my children, Jack Harbaugh is Grandpa Jack. So we are, the term family gets bounced around a lot, but we are truly family. And in fact, we have a little word that we use, we're the Harburgs or the Rossbaws. That's how close we are.
Does that sound like a man who feels he may have a job?
I buy. The NFL is all about relationships. And when we mock, who the hell wants to work with this nutbag?
It's not a nepotism.
Yeah. And guess who else just got let go?
Who?
A guy that's got a relationship to Harbaugh, Scott Turner, who was the OC in Washington. I buy Evan's connection
Yeah, your
here.
first two were swings and misses.
We were just having fun with the first two.
This one?
This is a solid line drive up the middle for a single.
Why don't you set the stage?
Yeah,
like
this screams conspiracy. I love this one. This one might be my favorite so far.
And the guy's angling for a gig because he's not getting the gig.
This one I definitely believe because of the relationship, and they have a new owner who doesn't really know NFL circles, so he's going to ask around. Rossberg will tell him.
Okay, I'm buying that one. I like that. Okay.
All right.
Next.
Now, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper down the Stanford
I have a
Broncos
big one.
hole, right?
Okay.
Greg Penner and his wife are both Stanford grads.
They are part of the Walton Penner ownership group for people.
One of the people that is helping lead the Broncos search is a former professor at Stanford and also was a honorary captain for the University of Michigan in 2019. And that is one Condoleezza Rice. does she maybe
I'm buying.
like Mr. Harbaugh coaching
Do you
that
know
team?
something, David?
There another connection, another person that's going to be spoken to about the Jim Harbaugh. I buy it.
She was a team captain in 19?
Yep, they became friends when she was teaching at Stanford, and Jim was the head coach there.
Now, hold on. There's two ways to go with this. I could buy it, or I could say that she took pity on him, and because she's a friend, she got him the interview.
Oh no, the Condoleezza conspiracy.
Yeah,
Sign me up for that one.
I'm gonna sell this one. I gotta sell this one. I think
I'm gonna buy it. I mean,
Oh,
no, because everybody
Hello?
keeps saying she knows all of this stuff. She was on the college football playoff committee. Like, she's everywhere.
does she know where Ward is?
She probably would say more than Ward would. So
You're buying.
I'm buying.
You've bought 2 in a row. All right, Evan.
the
continue.
bottle's low.
Well, that's why I started off low. You don't taper off. You start low and then end high, okay?
Okay.
It's stronger water than those first.
So this one might be my favorite out of all of them, and it may have been staring us right in the face after their loss to TCU.
Okay.
Anybody that has a computer handy, do me a favor. Go search Jim Harbaugh post-game press conference. You'll notice one thing in common in every last press conference.
Incomplete sentences.
Nope.
Trailing thoughts.
It is his hat. He is wearing his Michigan hat, the hat,
No,
the M on the
the
front.
skinny block M.
Yep. In every last one.
Okay.
Except for the game against TCU. Go back and look at the Georgia loss. He's wearing that hat front and center. Go look at any loss. He's wearing that hat front and center. Maybe a bunch should do about nothing. But why all of a sudden did he choose not to wear that hat
You know what?
in that situation?
He didn't have a suit for the press conference. That he had to borrow somebody's suit for the Fiesta Bowl game. That's interesting.
Why?
Hey,
But
you
I'm
know,
just
here's
saying.
Thought we
Here's
were
the
going to
funny
make the
thing.
flight.
I thought Evan was full of it. So last night Evan goes through and he shows me photos, and I said, "Wow, Evan, if this is true, you, my friend, you get your own page on Reddit."
It just, you're hard pressed to find anything with Jim Harbaugh involved with the University of
So you
Michigan.
think he just threw the hat? F it, I'm out of here.
I do think it was strategic. Yes.
I think this is nothing. He just lost on a national stage. He just didn't want to have hat hair on national TV.
But he's not wearing a hat, though.
Always
You don't
wears
see
that
a
hat.
hair with a hat on.
He always wears that hat.
Rico is buying. Kenny
I don't
is-
know if I'm buying, but his wardrobe is the same. It's the sweatshirt, it's the hat, and it's the khakis. He does not deviate.
This one is tough because the man's a robot. He does
Right.
the same thing over and over again. For him to say, "Oh, I forgot the hat," or "I
He
just
wears
didn't
the
put it on,"
hat at Big Ten Media Day.
I can't believe it.
He wears that hat everywhere.
Everywhere.
I might buy it.
I think it's fun, but I have to sell this. I can't believe that this is a tell of this is my final game.
But maybe, Mike, that's why it's called a tail. It's very subtle.
No,
That
not
light's
maybe.
just taking
It's just a
forever.
hat. Everybody
Yeah,
relax.
so-
It's just a hat.
It's just a hat until it isn't just a hat.
Right.
Go look. I mean,
No, I get what you...
I think it's
he
more
wears,
of a coincidence than it's not.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden, like after Georgia, he was on that national stage.
Here's
He
the
wore
thing.
that hat proudly.
Evan, I'm going to sell it, but I'm going to set it aside because I may buy it later. Okay? That's a head scratcher. Right there.
No, you have to choose now. Buy or sell.
Yeah, please.
No, he could put it on layaway.
Yeah,
He put a few
layaway.
bucks on it,
Layaway.
and if he doesn't like
You know
it, he
what?
lost those few bucks.
How about this? Add to cart. Boom.
Oh, it's sitting there in the cart. It might be gone.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna be too late to act on it.
It's in the cart.
And then the final one I have, Mike, you're gonna be.
Well, I have one I was
You're
going
gonna.
to.
But let me just say this one because I think Rico will enjoy it. You know, this year what was missing from a Michigan football team, actually the last couple years, was a Glasgow. And he misses those boys so
Okay,
much.
all right, we're done.
He's going back to Denver to get them back on the board.
Do you want my conspiracy since I'm not dignifying that? You know,
Dude, those Glasgows were there for like 10 years,
Evan,
I felt.
I'll give you points for that one. Here's my
You went to the
conspiracy.
bottom of the ocean.
Buy or sell. My conspiracy is every single one of these reports are coming from his side and his agent. He is so desperate to get to the league that look at the reports. He had a conversation with David Tepper, yet you left out the details. You were desperately calling to get him that convo, and then the Panthers de-pantsed you publicly. He would take any NFL job if it's offered. They haven't been offered. He has an interview with the Broncos. He will take the job if Sean Payton passes. These are all things that if I were his agent, I'd be doing. I don't think any of this is coming from the league. That's my
Wise
conspiracy. Buy or sell.
That's accurate.
Thank you, Jim.
But would teams actually come out and say what they want?
Leaks are leaks. I'm saying this is all his side. He's got representation for the first time. He's desperate.
No.
Look at the way...
You know what? You just sold me on that. He went out and got representation.
I agree with
I think he realized I did this all wrong last year.
Sadburger.
I need somebody. I need a buffer so they don't see how weird I am until I actually show up.
And weren't
Bitterly disappointed.
the reports last year that's kind of the same? If offered, he's going.
Yeah. I just feel like, I mean, even look at the Fowler report. Harbaugh would take the Colts job over Denver. One problem, neither's been offered to you. Like Evan would take a Ferrari over a Lambo. One problem, he doesn't have either of them in front of him.
Damn, that would have been nice.
I'm just making I'm making a point. Look at how these reports are worded. They are from Harbaugh incels.
I would guess the Denver and him is a mutual deal. But I don't think it happened without the Carolina story being planted.
Kenny, do you buy or sell my conspiracy theory?
I think I want to double back and buy the hat theory because now you combine that with he's creating his own hype. Buy.
No,
it's in my cart. I took it out of your cart. I took the last one in stock. There's none left.
No, because it was sitting in his cart.
Please.
He didn't have a chance.
Right.
There's 5 minutes there.
Don't talk about more people disrespecting Georgia, calling them a 6-16.
5 and 7, I even heard.
David, do you buy or sell?
Oh, man. I really don't want to buy it, but I think I have to buy it because of the agent stuff. That they're throwing things out there to get the attention.
They're stirring the pot enough to make
It's
other
quite
teams
cool.
say, well, maybe we need it. You know what? Let's call him.
Let's join in.
I mean, he had a 2-hour conversation with the Broncos. It worked.
Maybe that's what Ward's been doing. He's his agent.
Oh,
Erroneous. Wouldn't shock me.
Who is his agent? Imagine getting that call. One Mr. Jim Harbaugh wants representation. And they're like, for what?
Hey there, buddy. Do you drink a lot of milk? Click.
Chicken, pro or con?
What's your take on the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Great boat. It was a boat, right?
I drink as much milk as your little belly can hold.
Do you have the Jameis Winston QB Club draft preview? Where he just completely goes haywire, yelling, "Do you have a sex addiction?"
What?
You never heard this?
If I did, I forgot about it.
Oh, we have that. I used to have it on my board, and then Jimmy got upset because I played it too much. David, see if we have it before we let Evan go. Would it be under Jameis Winston?
You got a sex addiction? You got a problem with sex? You addicted to sex?
Oh, wait, is that when he had him in for the workout or whatever?
I have a big one.
Who was that guy, that quarterback guru? God, that guy was around everywhere, too.
Okay, we're done. That's it. It was John
I know
Gruden.
you're talking about.
It was John Gruden.
Oh, that was Gruden?
Yeah.
It sounded like Harbaugh.
He had a bit of an email problem. Okay,
Didn't make
we're
the
done
light.
here. That
It was
mistake
too late
for
to
me
make
is
the
the
light.
Evan Harbaugh conspiracy theater.
It sure is.
Well, let's make some midweek magic
It
with
is
Like the
going
Left
this way,
Wednesdays
yeah.
at BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL.
Yeah, it's
Place
gonna
a
take forever to
$25
get
wager on
back on the
any
hill
NHL
or-
player to score a goal on Wednesday night, and you'll automatically receive
$2 in free bets for every goal scored in the game, up to $16 in free bets. Just log into your account or download the app and sign up with BetMGM to get started. Then opt into the Light the Lamp Wednesdays promotions to receive a $2 free bet for every goal scored in the game, regardless of your prop bet's outcome. Take your shot every Wednesday at BetMGM. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You got to be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. This is a new and existing customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credits. Free bets expire 7 days from being issued. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Yep.
Are you a man facing divorce but want to avoid losing your house, your money, and your kids? This is attorney Brent Boyer from ADAM, the American Divorce Association for Men. With our proven advice, we can help you avoid problems before they start. Call us at 248-356-2326. That's 248-356-ADAM.
Meet Joe A,
Hi.
Joe B,
Hello.
and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Bonus days are back for pros at Lowe's. You earn points and save when you buy the top pro brands you trust, like DeWalt. Right now, you can save $100 on the powerful DeWalt 8 1/4-inch carbide tipped portable table saw. Was $3.99, now just $2.99. Join today and shop bonus days, only at Lowe's. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 1/20, subject to change while supplies last. Visit Lowes.com/MVP's bonus points for details.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Tonight, cloudy with spotty rain, low 37. Weather brought to you by Staples. Staples has the best deals on a full range of HP printers, so get back to business and start the year strong with an HP printer from Staples, the working and learning store.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. It's a D Las Vegas.
I can't make trouble.
The home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, this is Dan DiBardino. Crime Stoppers of Michigan continues to work with crime victims, their families, and over 200 law enforcement agencies, providing both our 1-800-SPEAK UP anonymous tip line, as well as providing safety information to our Center for Crime Prevention. We again need your help. Please consider joining our $5 a month club through our website, 1-800-SPEAKUP.org. On behalf of all those we serve, thanks to the many who have already joined this program, joining us in keeping Southeast Michigan safe for all of us.
Yeah. Different color.
When your furnace goes out, you need reliable service, and yeah, you need it now. It's Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical, 24/7 service. No need to shop around town. They back all their work with a 5-year warranty. It's your one-stop shop for heating, AC, generator, you name it. Mention you heard it on the show, you get 10% off any service. Visit mastercraftheating.com.
97.1 The Ticket, 2022 winner of the National Association of Broadcasters Marconi Radio Award for Sports Station of the Year.
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, David, we'll get some ticket texts, and then I do have a question for Lions fans. Because I'll tell you, I'm starting to get very nervous about Ben Johnson. The interest around the league seems to be high to very high. And it's not an issue of deserving or qualification. It's an issue of this team's got some momentum. I don't want to lose it. I really hope they hang on to him for one more year, but we'll get to it in a second. David, what do you got?
The only person weird enough to put up with Harbaugh is Irsay. I don't see a better fit. That is from Ryan.
Yeah, but Ray, here's the thing. Without, all joking aside, Irsay is so hands-on. It's really hard for me to believe Harbaugh would ever tolerate that. Ever.
Conspiracy. He prepared Michigan to lose against TCU to get out in front of Black Monday.
Destination is on your right. 2641 Water
Okay.
Drive.
Mike, I am definitely buying the agent conspiracy. Something feels weird about this one this year.
And it's, to me, it's the way it's worded. All of the reports are the same. It is everything I would do if I was running PR for him. It's getting his name out there in situations it doesn't even belong. Think about the absurdity.
Buzz.
All right.
Rico Beard would take afternoon drive in L.A. if he was offered. One problem. This company doesn't even have an L.A. sports radio station. So what is the point of that report? Rico would star in the next Avengers movie if offered.
Yes, I would.
One problem. He doesn't have a Screen Actors Guild card. Like, it's just everything. He would take the Colts job. He prefers the Colts job over the Broncos
I got
job.
it.
One problem. Neither's been offered.
But I think it's just getting the name out there in the mix. It's working.
It's PR.
It's working because
It's his
now,
agent.
you know what? Maybe we need to kick these Hardball tires as
jobs
well.
did we do
Everybody
total?
else is talking to him. We'll bring him in. It got him a 2-hour interview with Denver. That's the one where, because it makes no sense. This is almost like when you tell me, if the game makes no sense, you just go with the underdog.
Okay.
This Denver thing makes no sense whatsoever, so you just go with it.
I think it makes sense in that.
Yeah. No, not the 88.
I don't think many people want that job. It's a very good organization. It's a very good town. It's a very, but here's your problem.
Those 12 and another.
The previous ownership group made a very bad decision. And they gave up all this capital, 2 firsts and 2 seconds, and what,
30.
almost $200 million of fully guaranteed money to Russell Wilson. And it looks like he is baked. So that's where, if he's truly desperate to go to the league, that's the type of candidate they need.
Let's say.
Because if I'm Sean Payton, I'm not taking the Denver job.
20.
I'm not.
3.
I don't want to be saddled with Russell Wilson in decline.
21.
Russell Wilson,
All
no
right,
draft
let's
picks.
go down
It's
to
like going
Keith,
to the Rams.
so that's got to be a better way.
Who wants that gig? You may as well call
We're not
Lovie
having
Smith,
to
see if he'll
sit
do
and
another
wait in
one and
all
done
this
session.
traffic going
I
live.
mean, who would have thought? Right, but who would have thought that is
Good. Turn blinker on with your ring. You made this a good.
So good. Perfect. Don't you think? Don't you think that was perfect?
Yeah, it was perfect, so we didn't have to sit and wait in all this traffic going left.
Exactly. Those cans rattling was driving me nuts today. I have to stuff something in there and keep it from rattling. So I won't be able to take that for another day. Oh, where's my music? Oh, where's the radio?
I don't want to say to be a Super Bowl team, but like, you're set up to win your division. I want Ben Johnson for one more year. One more, that's it. And then I wish him all the luck in the world.
Yeah, but if you get him back for one more year, you better be grooming the next guy.
But if I lose Harbaugh, what the hell is the difference at this point when I think anyone with a brain looks at the program and goes, this is sweet, they've kicked ass the last 2 years, but they're not recruiting in order to sustain it. And the Harbaugh...
It's a little different, because if you lose Harbaugh...
What do you lose? You're Michigan, for Christ's sake.
You're Michigan, Mike, but you're now following up a legend. And we saw what happened when you followed up Lloyd.
Harbaugh's not a legend. Stop that. That's absurd. That's absurd.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, 100%.
Harbaugh's a legend at Michigan.
No.
He's a legend.
Bo's the most overrated coach in history. Never won the big one. Had an atrocious record in his bowl games. And Jim, God bless, he's had 2 good years in 8.
And that 2 years has made him a legend.
Okay, you know what?
He's a legend at Michigan, Mike.
Along with his playing career, he is a legend.
He's a legend.
If you factor, I'm talking about coaching. You factor the playing career in, you're right.
Back to back. Ooh.
Well, when we pulled out of Warner, I was
as a
the
coach,
smart.
want to be
I
a
was
legend, you gotta
smart.
win a natty.
Yeah, see, you know Michigan's different, though. They don't care about natty. They care about winning.
You're thinking like Mike, okay? I'm thinking like a Michigan fan. He's a legend.
Okay, you win. Well, I can't wait to spice that audio up, Rico.
What?
You're thinking like a Michigan fan. Oh, man.
There's nothing salacious there. He made a point, and he wins this point.
I'm a Michigan fan.
I can see that Rico, factoring in his playing career and factoring in that the fan base is largely made of hyenas,
You now have to follow him up, and that's going to be a difficult, because now the fan base has to accept this. What happened to Rich Rod, Mike? They never embraced him.
Michigan man.
Exactly. They didn't embrace him. Then they went and got Brady Hope.
But if they
embrace him
in the hypothetical he leaves,
right?
They're going to put someone who's on the staff.
Not big enough.
They don't need a big name. But Sharon Moore's a rising star in the industry, and he's their O-line coach.
Michigan doesn't want rising stars. They want bright stars. As you would say about Tepper and the owner out and the Mets owner.
Steve Cullen.
Yeah. They're star bleepers.
All I'm saying is I'd rather have Ben Johnson and lose Harbaugh if I like both of those teams, because Ben Johnson could take the Lions where they've never gone before. Harbaugh's never going to be able to do that.
Because Ben Johnson, you may have a succession plan in place.
Who?
I don't know, Mike, but they did it already. They fired the other OC and they brought in Ben Johnson.
So what? There can't be a succession plan for Harbaugh?
They never thought about it because they didn't want to think about that day. It's like preparing a will.
But they had
Most
to
people
think
don't
about
have a
it.
will because they don't want to think about the day they die.
Designed a contract that invited him to look to the league. You're telling me they don't have a plan?
No, it's one of those I think that they kind of kicked down. Let's hope we never have to get to this point. Who are you going to bring in?
You don't need to bring anybody in. They're set to have a huge year next year. The recruiting can't get worse. You promote one of your stars on your staff.
I think they want a bigger name than that.
Okay. David, you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, why am I? I think it would be fine if Moore's there, because you're insulating him with all the coaches that we have right now, with Hart, with Bellamy.
But you don't have this name. If the one thing I've learned, look, Michigan, they need a name.
Yeah,
now you normally do well when you don't get that big name, like a John Beeline.
But at this point, if he leaves now, you're not getting a name now.
No, I think Moore would be the interim coach, but all next year they would be looking for that name, that guy who could come in here.
And if you lose Ben Johnson at this point in time, when you finally got this thing cooking, it's so hard to find a good offensive coordinator in the NFL. It's so hard. Michigan's a program that could primarily run on autopilot. They're a huge brand, massive budget. They only screwed up because they didn't support Rich Rod, and then they hired a guy whose headset wasn't plugged in.
No, but that's just it.
Change that.
Mike, that's just it. They never embraced Rich Rod. And then Brady Hope came in, they embraced him for a little bit, and then he started losing, and they wanted him gone.
The man's headset wasn't plugged in.
You're replacing a legend. That's what's going to make it so difficult because, everything you do is going to be compared to Harbaugh. Just like, well, Lloyd did it this way.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Lloyd still had an office in the building and made things uncomfortable.
I'll tell you what. I'm more worried about losing Ben Johnson than I am Harbaugh. In actuality, like odds, this guy is gone. Ben Johnson's up for 4 gigs. That's 3 more than Harbaugh's up for. Okay? And we can't play the Rooney Rule card here. This ain't no Jim Caldwell interview with Denver. Those are sadly, you have to make a distinction between legit and pretend interviews.
Right.
Ben Johnson is going to talk to 4 teams. I'm terrified the Lions are going to lose him.
Well, Mike, that's a loser's mentality because the Lions, if they want to continue, if they want to keep this thing going, you got to find a replacement. You're not going to hold on. What's the difference between this year and next year?
A division title, a home playoff game, and a run.
You feel good about yourself?
Yes.
No, because he's still going to leave.
Okay, how about we do this? Ask it to the people. Because you all are on 2 different sides here. You think you're being scared for losing Ben Johnson, and he's scared of losing Ben Johnson. So what do the people think?
248-539-9797. David's the adult in the room.
It's Mike's not.
I didn't see him.
I'm scared. I don't want to lose Ben Johnson.
I'm scared. Help me, I'm poor. Listen, you heard me talk about Northville Lumber, the Trex decking leader, oldest company in the state.
That was
nobody
shocking.
Nobody stocks more, nobody sells more than Northville Lumber. Look, get your project done now. You get the off-season pricing. You beat the spring rush. They will introduce you to a Trex certified pro, and then you're ahead of the game. If you wait till spring, the prices are going to be higher. You're going to be on a waiting list. Get to Northville Lumber now. From the design center to the lumberyard to the warehouse, they stock the stuff that other places can or simply won't. Call today or go to northvillelumber.com. That's northvillelumber.com.
Since we didn't have to sit at on Commerce going left on Hill.
This report brought to you by Quest Research Institute. A crash is clearing up on northbound Lapeer Road at Drainer. Meantime, 75 northbound after Springwell's long-term construction is in place. Traffic slow right now from Dearborn Street. Do you tremor? Talk to the experts at Quest Research about Parkinson's treatments free to you to stop progression. Don't delay. Call 888-QUEST-24 to learn more. You do not need insurance, and it's free to people with Parkinson's. Call 888-QUEST-24. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you
like
use a break.
used to do
if your
the
business has
seatbelt
5 or more
when we were
employees and
driving
survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too.
Or does it smell like Nana Joe's face?
GetRefunds.com/sports. Click on Qualify Me and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com/sports. That's GetRefunds.com/sports.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers keep you up to date with what's happening in the D. This week, spicy, savory, and piping hot. These are the ramen spots you need to try. For more stories like these, head over to ChevyDetroit.com.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are ready for you to make your move into a brand new Chevy Equinox. Its sporty, compact style is versatile and spacious. Its safety features surround you with security. And with technology like an available built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, Chevy Equinox keeps you connected wherever you go. Hurry into your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and lease a 2023 Equinox LT front-wheel drive for just $259 a month for 24 months. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. Leases for a 2023 Equinox LT front-wheel drive for 24 months, 10,000 miles per year. For well-qualified GM employees, retirees, and eligible family members with a current lease of a 2017 model year or newer Chevrolet. 2229 due lease signing after all owners plus title tax and dock fees. No security deposit. Program subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Offer ends January 31st, 2023.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill in Berkeley. The best place for great food, great atmosphere, and great specials. Come on down and catch the Pro Football Playoffs Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. Book a private party under the covered and heated deck. Head on down to 24 Seconds. Grab a taste of the action.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK. The latest news and information on the Big Ten on the 5 Star Zone podcast with Rico Baird. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
David ticket text, then we get to the callers. And again, the Ben Johnson thing, I'm growing pretty concerned. I thought he would get interview. He may have as many as 4 interviews. And if I'm a Lions fan, I really don't want to lose anybody right now. But I think it's the whole, not his type of PR, but everybody saw how they went out there so aggressively against the Green Bay Packers with nothing to play for. Right. That has nothing to do with my worry. I just don't want to lose him.
That's why everybody wants to interview him. They saw on the national stage what he did when the lights were the brightest. You're just scared.
I am. God forbid the Lions have a little continuity and just, I want one more year.
It means that...
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Are you using the mobile app today? We'll be with you shortly.
Hi, wait for that. Can I get a double quarter pounder with cheese with just ketchup and onion?
Alright.
And a cheeseburger and a large Coke.
Is that all?
That's it.
Alright, so it comes at 10 of them.
One, two, three, four. Ten. Oh, 4.
Double quarter cheeseburger, large Coke?
Yep. Thank you.
Hi, here's the Coke. And we're just waiting on that quarter, so now you pull forward past the yellow line.
Yep.
Thank you.
I don't think this place is gonna last long.
No. Because they always screw up.